What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GMIASWORLD podcast. So right now we're going to be closing out week 4, Monday Night Football, Seattle Seahawks at the New York Giants. It was a complete dude, this game was terrible overall. Now, I know Seattle Seahawks fans are very, very happy because their team got a win, but this was filled with a lot of, a lot of penalties, a lot of stupid turnovers, and a lot of trash just running around, namely Daniel Jones. Now, that guy is not good at football, but we're going to start off with people that are good at football. The player that stood out the most to me, all right, Devon Witherspoon. Now, we're going to talk about him really quickly because this guy was unbelievable. He was flying all over the field. He had a pick six. He hit a running back like he was a safety, bro. Like, this dude is ready to play football. And somehow, Seattle always finds a way to get those dogs. If you guys remember the Legion of Boom, they terrorized the league for a very long time. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them were just out of control. Cam Chancellor, Richard Sherman, the other safety that went crazy. You guys know who he is. I can't even remember his name now, but that dude went absolutely buck wild. There was wild stuff going on with him. What the hell was that guy's name, bro? Somebody write it in the comments. He was their free safety. And then you had Brandon Browner. He also went crazy. But the Legion of Boom, it was a really, really good system in Seattle. The one thing that will destroy what their legacy was Pete Carroll's decision, or the offensive coordinator's decision, to not hand the ball off to Marshawn Lynch in the Super Bowl. That will forever plague the Seattle Seahawks. And I know mentioning it right now, it really hurts a lot of the Seahawks fans, but it's honestly what the problem was. Tom Brady's the luckiest man to ever play football, to be honest. But let's go back up to the top, all right? Let's talk about what exactly happened within this game, and what exactly was happening with the New York Football Giants. Now, number one, there is no Saquan Barkley. So I understand that, like, that's part of your offense, and he's a main part of what made them drive last year to make them ultimately win a playoff game. But you have to remember, they didn't want to pay that man, right? And then it's kind of fair. Well, I don't know if I could say fair, but he did get hurt, and he is injury prone, and he's been like that since he was in college. So it's like, okay, bro, the guy is explosive when he plays, but typically he gets hurt, and a lot of things go on. So I understand management, but how bad has the New York Giants looked without him? Like, he being on the field is a major part. And I just believe, right, maybe he did get injured because of the way these owners choose to treat players that are their stars. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes it just falls into place like that. Like, just pay the player, and then if you get screwed, maybe something else will work out for you. You know what I'm saying? But when you choose to do these things and be weird and don't pay people, things like this happen. And you see it in all the franchises. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, I'm going to give you a prime example, right? You see how Patrick Mahomes is playing, and I know he's a quarterback, and the quarterback is the most important position. But was there any problem, when it was time to give him his money? No. Now look at Lamar Jackson, right? They lost to the Colts. We don't know what's going to happen with them. It was a whole fight. They didn't want to pay him. I told everyone that would listen, after they ultimately gave him his deal, the Ravens will not win anything because they treated their star player like that. Any organization that does stuff like that, they usually don't win. And that's what I think is happening with the Giants, because Saquon Barkley was the pinnacle of that offense, bro. He's what made that offense run all last year. And then you treat him like that, and you don't want to give him the money. And I understand, you see what happened to Zeke Elliott and stuff like that, you're overpaying running backs, but he is what your offense is. And just watching the game in disgust and throwing up in my mouth several times, I realized, I was like, yo, something's wrong with this team. There's no Saquon Barkley. And I know that hit everybody the same way. And I know it sounds weird, like a running back is that much of a game changer, but he really is. In the running game, in the passing game, bro, Breida can't be Saquon. Brightwell can't be Saquon. Wan'Dale Robinson can't be Saquon. Daniel Jones can be trash, though. And we're going to get to this dummy, because I don't know what he's doing, but it looks like he likes to fumble, he likes to throw interceptions, and he likes to just look absolutely weird every time somebody's looking at him on the camera. Like, that dude has an issue, dude. I don't know what's going on with him, but I would try to get rid of him as soon as possible. If the New York Giants keeps this guy on their roster past this, like, after this year, they got to move on. He has to be gone in the offseason. Like, there's no way that they bring him back. Other people will recycle him, like other backup QBs or whatever. He cannot be your starter. And I had some other people telling me, yeah, bro, but look at how Eli Manning looked. Don't ever compare Eli Manning to Daniel Jones. And I know Eli led the league in interceptions several years. I understand that. But Eli was a way better quarterback than Daniel Jones. And I don't want to hear it, dude. Listen, you got to understand something, right? Peyton Manning, in his rookie season, led the league in interceptions, and you saw what his career was like. Eli Manning, like I said, he was never really that all-star player or whatever, but he clutched it out twice against the Patriots. But not only that, you saw he knew how to throw the football accurately. You know, he would throw Stevies, whatever, but he would throw the football accurately. He had a much better sense of the field. Daniel Jones has no idea what he's doing. But you know what's funny about it? They paid him with no problem. He got his money with no problem. But the player that they really needed, they just didn't do anything with. Isn't that funny how life works? The Giants are a damn joke. I was watching the fans in the stands as they were getting their doors blown off, and it was absolutely hilarious. It was like watching the Chris Rock stand-up. I was like, yo, these dudes actually thought they were going to beat the Seattle Seahawks. And I'm not saying that Geno Smith is good. I'm going to get to him in a second. But I just know that the Giants suck. That's the thing. Like, this is, you know, like how you know one part of a situation is true, so therefore P must be Q? Like, I don't even know what logic that is, bro. Stay in school, kids. But I'm going to tell you this right now. Geno Smith sucks, but it doesn't really matter because his defense is way better than the Giants, and we know Daniel Jones is worse. So if you were going to bet this game, you knew that the Seattle Seahawks were going to win the game. There's no way that they could have rigged it or done anything because the Giants are just that bad. So now we have to start to be realistic. The Giants are going to be trashed this entire season as long as Daniel Jones is under center. That dude sucks, and that's the bottom line. So I just want to let you Giant fans know, if you got tickets, try to see the Jets instead. It's in the same, the same stadium, MetLife, whatever. I know that, Zach the MILF Hunter Wilson is probably not going to be winning a lot of games, but he's better than Daniel Jones, to be honest. And like, to be absolutely clear, this is real. Like, I have to be totally upfront, bro. I believe the upside of Zach Wilson is much higher than Daniel Jones. Just to be clear, based on the way he played that second half. And he kept the Jets in that game, although they did lose. Now, let's jump over to the Seattle Seahawks real quick. Geno Smith sucks. Like, let's just get that out right away. He had a 95 QBR rating. The QBR was 31, but his passer rating was 95. But he sucks. And I want to tell you something. When Drew Lock actually came into the game, I liked the way Drew Lock played with the team over the way Geno Smith did. I don't know if you guys caught that, but I did like that, temporarily while that happened. And I really enjoyed that. And it's not to like, when Drew Lock was with Denver and he was doing the dances and he was going hard, it's not because of that. I just like the way that his energy is. I like the way that the players responded to him. I felt different just watching the game with him there under center. And again, it could be because they're playing the Giants. The Giants suck. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, put a 9-year-old out there. Like, let's get it. You know what I'm saying, bro? But look, don't worry about that part. I just like the way Drew Lock looked. All right, that's all I'm saying. He didn't play like, he was 2 of 6, 63 yards, but his energy and the way that he was moving and the way the ball was going, and it just looked different, bro. I don't know. Maybe it's because I just think Geno Smith sucks. I don't know. It's something like that, but we got to take a look at it. And we have to analyze it totally and then come back with it and revamp it, dude. And I know that didn't make any sense, but that's the way I feel after watching that game. Like, none of it made any sense. It was absolutely one of the most egregious games I've ever watched on Monday Night Football. 24-3, and the way they were getting their points, it was just like, yo, this team sucks. But let's not worry about that too much, all right? Bottom line, let's get back down to what really mattered in this game, right? Devon Witherspoon, he's going to be a dog, all right? So for those of you guys that don't understand what's going on, he's going to be... Dog, I don't really understand like how he was doing the stuff he was doing, but he was all over the field. You know, like how there's a player that you just see that stands out, like how Michael Parsons took off last year, and it's just like this guy is everywhere, no matter where they put him, he's sacking the quarterback. But Devon can do so much. He's blitzing off the edge out of nickel blitz. You know what I'm saying? He's making these crazy tackles and blasting dudes. Like he made the game exciting for me. And I love seeing good defense, bro. I don't know. I was very, very impressed, man. I was very, very impressed. Not to mention that everybody on the team, including the head coach, sacked the quarterback, Daniel Jones. Dude, this is what's weird about it, right? You ever sit back and wonder, like, do these old linemen do anything other than eat McDonald's, dude? Like, bro, do you have a brain? Do you see the guy running right past you to hit your quarterback? Like, dog, if there's a hamburger in front of you, you're going to eat it, right? So just picture the person that's in front of you as a hamburger and try to eat him or block him, dude. Like, look, dude, you cannot give up these type of, how many sacks was the total? Dude, they had 11 sacks as a team. That's craziness. What are we doing, bro? Like, what's happening with, bro, the Giants are so bad and they suck, dude. And I know it sounds like it's a reoccurring statement, but I want to make it clear to you Giant fans. I don't want you guys running around running your mouth, dude. Like, it's over. You guys suck, and we got to deal with that. Now, some of you guys are like, yo, G, you know Saquon is coming back, right? Coming back to what? Nobody blocks for him. Nobody cares that he's where he's at. So nobody knows what's going on. It's just broken plays that they score on. They got the one lucky win against the Cardinals, and that's it. There's nothing else really going on with this Giants team. They suck, and that's the bottom line. You guys can root for them all you want. You could say, yo, G, this, that. I don't care. These dudes are terrible, and Daniel Jones, okay, let me be very, very clear. He needs to be removed from the squad, okay? His locker needs to be physically removed out of that stadium. And I know you could like change the name and put somebody else's name on it, but he's that bad that you need to take his whole locker and throw it in the street. He sucks. And I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. Have a good day. Until next time. One love, y'all.